Taylor Treasures.
Hello.
So this stranger just came off in the street. I don't know who he is. He just wanted to be on the show.
Sat in the middle.
This is our brother, Nathaniel. He's the...
Welcome to the show. Yay.
Thank you for coming.
Hello, internet, YouTubes, all of that.
So, he does something called, a program called the SCA. It's like an outdoorsy...
The Student Conservation something.
The Student Conservation Association.
Okay, there we go. But you are very, very outdoorsy. You love he loves to camp and everything. Much more than that, though. Not just like it's not like going in a tent and in a sleeping bag. It's more than that. He has to.
I like to work outdoors.
Yeah.
Do all that trail work stuff.
So, in light of that, we are going to tell you about 3 or 4 different national parks that we've been to and some stories about them.
Yeah, I mean, these are ones we've all been to, not just him specifically, but he was there.
He was. Yeah. All right. So the first one is Assateague State and National Park. This is they're split in 2. The national park, they have these wild horses that have just grown up wild, and they
drink salt water, which is kind of cool.
Yeah. And so the national park is better at keeping them, not feeding them, not talking to them. And the state park, right, it's not like is great. They're kind of they're more pets over there.
As far as I know, yes.
Yeah. So we went to the national park one because we wanted to see how it was there. And here's just the first one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. So while we were there, it was pretty cool because the horses would just like randomly walk through your campground. Like,
Yes, they would.
You'd just be having a campfire.
Took some getting
and
used to.
There'd just be a horse like walking by. You'd be like, oh hey. At first it was kind of scary, but then, I mean, for some people, I like horses, so it was fine for me. But then it was fun after a while just to have horses walk through.
Yeah.
Yep. You definitely got used to them.
We actually have pictures up there. You see that there's like a screen because they're like right in front of our camper thing. And then there was a horse they named some of the horses. One was named Chip. It should be up there. It's like the brown one, dark brown. And so one night we were sleeping in the camper, and it's like this camper that it like opens up, and then the 2 sides have beds. Yeah. But
yes.
The one side, it was this one horse that came up, and we were asleep, and our pop-up started to like move up and down, and we were like, what is this?
Your side or our side? I can't remember whose side.
It was my side.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
But I don't remember it actually. They were the ones who told me. But
you were asleep and you didn't wake up.
But it was coming up down. This horse was on the edge of the bed outside, rubbing, and I guess it was itchy, so it kept rubbing, and it was moving the entire pop-up trailer up and down. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was.
It did it more than once, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it kept coming back.
And
it did.
I think we didn't know what it was at first, and then we heard it like make a horse noise.
Yeah.
Whatever noise they make.
Mm-hmm.
That's all we knew.
Yeah, that was funny.
Okay.
And also there were some dolphins there that we saw, which we were there in, September?
Yeah.
August?
September.
I think so.
I think it was September, yeah.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah, so, alright, yeah, you first. Sorry.
Okay, so anyway, some questions for you.
Okay.
What was your favorite part of that trip? But you just said you don't really remember it, so I'm sure I didn't answer this question.
Well, I do remember parts of it. I remember the bike rides. That was pretty fun.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
Mainly due to the fact that you were bike riding, but there were horses everywhere. So it was sort of a surreal experience when you were doing it.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah. Alright, what was your favorite horse? And I have these horses here. Was it A, B, C, or D? And I'm going to guess it's A. But what's your favorite?
Whichever horse was scratching,
That would be...
I believe.
I think that's the C.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's Chip. Yeah.
Yeah, Chip was cool.
Alright, so I was wrong. It was C. Alright, so number 2 is the Grand Canyon, which was awesome. You should go there.
Park.
It's in Arizona. And it was just awesome, you know, because like there were rivers in they're still there. And
They still exist, yes.
yeah, haven't tried out yet. But the water was like completely clear. Like it was bright blue when you saw it, and it was really cool. So
The sky was also really clear.
Yeah.
Pretty free of pollution. I remember we could see a lot of stars out there at night.
it didn't rain
There's
too
just
much.
so much space.
Yeah. And so the first story is actually kind of funny. We were over by like the fence area where you could look out at the Grand Canyon, and there was a squirrel that came up to me, and I had was it like an energy bar or something?
Might have been.
I think so. But it came up and it just looked at me like this and started begging. It sat there for like over 5 minutes and just kept begging for the food. It finally went away, but that's kind of a
Well, that's
cool-
because obviously people would feed it. You're not supposed to do that, but
Yeah.
he was used to getting food.
Oh, he probably got fed all the time.
Yeah.
All the
Especially
time.
if he did this.
Yeah. And I took your story, so you can. I didn't realize it. Okay.
Okay, well, I'll do the mountain goat one. That was cool.
Okay.
We were somewhere in Arizona.
Near the edge.
when this happened.
Well, I think it was you that was there,
it was
right?
at the Grand Canyon. I
yeah,
remember
but
that.
it was at some like hotel or something at the Grand Canyon. I don't know.
Yeah, I wasn't there.
Overlook at an area.
It was you, Mom and Daddy, right? I think because
so.
I wasn't there. Yeah,
Yeah, you
no.
weren't there. But we were just walking, and these two mountain goats, it was a cliff, and they ran, like, up the cliff and onto, like, the path where we were. And I guess it was a male and female, because one had horns and one didn't.
Yeah. We got a picture. I think you can only see one of them because they were so fast, but yeah.
It was pretty crazy. It was almost like their hooves had suction cups.
Yeah.
That's what it seemed like as
Yeah.
they came out. Because they were almost not even running. They were almost just walking up the
really?
side of this cliff.
It was like a
insane.
cliff. I don't know how they made it up without falling.
Yeah,
Pretty incredible.
it is. And then there was this buck that came into the campground, and it didn't care. We have this picture of it. We're literally like 3 or 4 feet away from it, and it's just moseying along
Just
down.
a bigger version of the squirrel.
Yeah. It wasn't scared by anybody. It just kept walking. It probably sees people all the time, so it's like, I don't really care. All right, so when you stood by the part of the Grand Canyon without a fence, did it scare you?
See, the way I am about heights or being close to an edge is I enjoy it, but I also don't enjoy it at the same time.
Yeah.
It's hard to
Do you
explain.
get like vertigo? Like you just
Yes, I get a little bit of vertigo, but it's enjoyable for me. So I enjoyed being at the edge.
It's like a
It was
roller
fun.
coaster that I don't understand. People like getting terrified on a roller coaster.
Yeah.
I find that fun.
It's a thrill.
Yeah. When I was pretty young. I was probably 7 for this trip. It was we went by the edge where there was no fence, which I don't know why they only fenced part of it, but
It's so big, you can't fence
Yeah.
the whole thing.
but my dad was going to take the picture with me by it. My mom was like, hold her hand. I don't think I really cared at that point, but I probably am afraid of heights now. I don't know.
Alright, and would you ever do the donkey ride down into the canyon? Because we didn't do that. I would have.
You would have, really?
Yes.
Pretty easy for me. Absolutely not. I saw a group of people doing it.
Really?
One day we were there, and I was just watching these donkeys walking down this tiny trail right by the edge, and it just looked like they were going to topple off.
Yeah, because they walk closer to the edge, I think, than actually like to the side.
They do. That's how it works. And as a person in the tour, it's like a horse. You're riding it, sort of directing it, and I don't think I'd want to do that at all.
Yeah. I don't think I would do it.
No.
Even if there was a fence, it'd probably still scare me. Yosemite National Park, as I like to call it, Yosemite. It looks like Yosemite.
Don't steal my story.
I won't. I was about to.
Actually, it's just a fun fact. There was a flood there in 1997, and there was 16 feet of water, which is a lot of water.
Mhm.
We were not there in 1997 because you weren't even born.
No, I wasn't.
But fun fact, there you go.
Another fun fact, we didn't have much stories there. Like, nothing really happened. We saw it, it was cool, but I can't really remember anything. It just took off.
I knew that was going to happen
Yeah.
at some point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I think we're
Yeah, so Yosemite almost hosted the 1932 Winter Olympics because somebody said that, I think took care of part of the park or something, said, why don't we get out of here? But they didn't want it, so they lost their chance.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. They
Wow.
were gonna. Well, it was either that or they lost out to Lake Placid. I think so.
Makes sense.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yes, Lake Placid hosted the Winter Olympics twice. I remember that.
It was 1932, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
And also, one thing I remembered is that it was super cold there. Like, you wouldn't think, because we weren't there when it was supposed to be
It's California,
cold, but
you know?
when you
We were
got,
there in February, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were in February, but it was California. It was warm, but when we went like into the valleys or whatever, it was like really freezing.
Yeah.
It was freezing, but I think it was a good time to go because a lot of the snow up high was melting, so there were a ton of waterfalls.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
you
that
don't
was
always
it.
get to see those. A lot of people don't.
Yeah, they dry out.
But, lucky for us, we were there whenever the snow was melting and
I did think it
creating
was
those
funny
waterfalls.
though that you get to the park because we drove like 5 hours to get there because we were pretty far away, and
Yeah.
then we got to the park and we're like, yes, we're here. And then you have to drive an additional hour to actually like get to see anything. Like you're technically in the park, but to see anything you have to drive like a whole other hour.
Yeah.
Very worth it, though.
It is.
Very worth it.
It was pretty amazing.
Okay, so you're the next thing.
Okay, what did it smell like at Yosemite?
What did it smell like?
I don't remember.
That's a good question. It's a tough one to answer because I don't quite remember. Piney, maybe?
I was thinking
That makes
piney.
sense.
Yeah.
There were a lot of trees.
It didn't smell bad, I guess, right?
No, it smelled good.
Okay.
Okay. Did you see any cool wildlife there? I don't remember much.
I don't think we did,
Yeah.
unfortunately. I wish we did.
Saw a raven, but that's about it.
I think we saw a deer, but you could see that here, so.
Yeah. But let's see. Okay, so I just wanted to throw out there that we went to, also in California, on the same trip, we went to the Joshua Tree National Park, and we just wanted to show you a few pictures of that up there because the trees are pretty cool. They're kind of like Dr. Seussy without the
It's like
color.
Dr. Seuss Wilderness.
Yeah. So I just wanted to put that out there because it's kind of cool. All right, so we answered the first question. I was going to answer you about the SEO, what does it stand for. So here's the next one.
Okay, what was the hardest thing about your hitches? You should probably explain what a hitch is.
Yes.
first.
Yeah.
Let me give some context to what hitch means.
Yeah.
So when I was working for the SCA, I did 2 of their core programs, the Massachusetts core and the Adirondack core. And basically what the cores are, they are basically a 5-month trail working internship. I think it was like 18 to 20 people per core approximately. You came together for 5 months.
They have these all over, right?
They do.
Yeah.
I think they have 7 or 8 in all, but that would be on their website, thesca.org. Check it
Okay.
out. Well worth it.
Do that.
But yeah, so hitches are basically our projects that we would go out and do trail work wise. And day 1 of a hitch would be packing up your truck with all the tools, all the food, all your personal gear, because when you went out to do a trail project, you lived out there.
You were in the woods.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We did, at the 2 cores I was at anyway, we did 5 5-day hitches and 5 10-day hitches.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't.
It's fun. It's fun.
I think
It's
the only
tough.
thing is you have to get over there's no bathroom. It's just
Yeah.
the woods. Once you could get over that, then I feel like the other stuff would be more manageable. But that's the thing that I keep getting stuck on.
Most times you did not have a bathroom, that's true. But occasionally we would be set up at a campsite and would have bathrooms, which was always lap of luxury. It was awesome. But yeah, anyway, to just describe hitches real quick. Day 1, you pack up, drive out, set up your camp, and go and look at the work and possibly start. Depends how far you're driving. And then the rest of the time, you just go out and work every day, come back to camp, make dinner, go to bed, repeat. And then the last day, you're packing up and going back to your base camp.
Yeah, so that's a lot of work. So what was the hardest thing about a hitch? Did you answer that? don't think
I
you did.
don't think I did.
No, explain it first.
Yes. Sorry, I'm probably not explaining this very well.
No,
but
you're fine.
the hardest thing about hitch was, for me, probably working in the rain because my raincoat did not work. I don't know why I didn't get a new raincoat, but
Didn't you
it didn't
stand
work.
in like a bunch of water for a while?
Yeah, you got trench foot, didn't you?
No, I almost did, but not quite.
Oh,
Yeah,
you got
okay.
trench foot.
But no, just working in the rain was tough because my raincoat didn't work, so you were just wet all day. But
Yeah.
I mean, it was worth it. The stuff we did was really neat.
But yeah, like
Yeah.
some of your projects, what you built, like the stone steps out of the boulders and stuff.
Oh yeah, made stone steps. We built bridges.
Yeah, those are
Made new trail. We did a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
Yeah, it sounds cool. I don't know if I could do it though. I mean, I'm not an outdoorsy person.
Yeah, you
it's good
could
for
not
you.
do it at
But
all.
I mean, it's cool. I probably would do it for like a little bit, but 5 months, I don't know if I could do that. That's a long time. But you did it, so good. Would you rather be a ranger at a state park or a national park? Because you do want to become a ranger.
That's right, I do.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think to start out, I'd probably want to go at the state level just because those parks tend to be a little smaller. There's less people throughout the year. Just in terms of figuring out how it works being a ranger, it might be a little easier to start at a smaller place.
Mm-hmm.
But eventually, I definitely would like to go national. That would be my goal.
That'd be cool. You next.
Oh, we just already talked about what he does on SCA hitches.
Yeah, so we don't have to answer that. Okay. What are the main things that a ranger does?
A ranger, it depends. If you are a law enforcement ranger, your main job is just to do the police work. Make sure everyone's obeying the rules.
Mm-hmm.
You go through the police academy, all the stuff that regular police officers go through. Sometimes, depending on where your park is and how close towns are, sometimes you'll even go assist regular police officers on calls.
Mm-hmm.
So that is mainly what you do as a law enforcement ranger.
But you don't want to be the law enforcement.
No.
Yeah.
I'd want to be the interpretive ranger, and they're basically the ones who work with the public that comes through the park. They educate the public on stuff, for example, leading nature walks, things like that. And they also do a lot of like groundskeeper type work, maintenance, office work. But yeah, a lot of it is dealing with the public.
Yeah.
Just not, on the cop side of things.
Yeah.
You can call the cops.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's really cool. I honestly did not know all of that. I knew some of it, but not all of it. Hopefully you learned some new things. And stay tuned for next week because it's going to be about a place called Paramount Ranch we also went to in California on the same trip. And it's just about like an old western town that all sorts of shows and movies were made on. So stay tuned for that. And thank you for coming on the show. It was really fun.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Educating us.
Yeah, we learned a lot. All right, so
It was great.
yeah,
Hopefully I did all right.
you did
You'll have to
great.
come back when
Yeah.
you're a ranger.
Yeah, tell us how it was.
For sure.
Yeah. All right, now it is time for the Taylor Treasure Box.
Ooh.
Okay.
Does he have to do this? Yeah, he does.
Yeah, you do.
What am I doing?
I don't know.
Okay, so let's see. We usually do challenges with people, like other people. Okay, so this you can pick from there because that's all of us.
Okay.
You can mix it around if you want.
So I pick out one piece of paper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, I guess I'll read it.
You read it.
Let's see. Say, Sully sells 3 times. Wait, or is that
Cells, Laura.
Say Sully sells
Sully
3 times.
sells? Or is that Sally sells?
Sally sells. Didn't I write that? I thought I did.
I just think because your dog's name is Sully. I thought.
Oh no,
As in
not
Sally sells
Sally,
seashells by the
not-
seashore.
Do you mean
Yeah.
Sally sells seashells?
Yeah, I just read it out, because I was going to write the whole thing down.
Okay.
So,
Okay, just going through, I guess. Ready? 1.
well, I mean, we can do it separately.
Okay, go ahead.
You can go first.
Alright, Sally sells seashells by the seashore. Sally sells seashells by the seashore. Sally sells seashells by the seashore.
Oh boy. I'm not good at tongue twisters. Sally sells seashells by the seashore. Sally sells seashells by the seashore. Sally sells seashells by the seashore.
Oh, great.
Whew.
I don't know if I can do this.
Got
Okay.
through it.
Sally sells
this.
seashells by the seashore. Sally sells seashells by the seashore. Seashore. Sally sells seashells by the seashore. Oh, I can't do it. Okay. All right. So, thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. You can just subscribe at the end of this video. And again, thank you for coming on the show. It was a lot of fun.
No problem.
Did a great job.
Round of applause.
R.I.T.
The one tongue twister I do excel at is Unique New York, though.
That's because we saw it the whole summer and
Yeah.
just said that. Like the whole summer.
Unique New York.
What did I
Unique New
say? We did it one time on here.
New York, unique New York.
New York. I said
New York. Yeah, a lot of people end up saying New York.
New York.
Or New Yeek or something.
Yeah. All right, so we will see you next Thursday. Bye. Hey, thanks for watching that video. If you'd like to subscribe right here at this button, Taylor Treasures button thingy. And over there,
And if you want to watch previous episode, up here.
look up there.
And if you want to watch a random episode, down here.
Down here. There we go. And thank you for watching that episode. Bye.
Bye.